morning, everybody. Feminists have decided to take over the conclave and demand a female be elected as Pope. They say it's time to share pronouns with everybody. We're sick of all these men making decisions with their black smoke. And CBS does the most cringe thing they could possibly do while discussing the Vatican announcement. LGBTQ flags are now going to be part of the state flags in Utah? I thought they banned those things. Justin Trudeau in the news somehow. This is what happens when you step down as whatever Prime Minister of Canada. His son makes a new song. It's about as terrible as you could possibly think it is. And they watch it together and it's just a cringe fest that we need to watch. And black people celebrate on MSNBC. And this triggers some people on the right. Apparently, you're not allowed to dance or shake your bosom. This is news to me because I do that at every wedding. And we break down some of the commentators that call out these people, and I call them out right back to their face. One of the most cringy land acknowledgements known to mankind during a police report, and a white woman accepting an award and feeling sorry for her. Black women not winning. So much feminism today, it's hard to believe that I'm even still a man.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go lick the world.
Trust the government.
She sent in a little video for us. Oh. Here she is.
Hey, in spite of everything you've heard, and let me just make sure you all know that it's actually me. Say it's me.
Anti-woke.
Anti-woke?
Suck on this, Biden.
Would we the all of our
Pope stepping on them. That's black.
I wear heels. They're not for a fashion statement. They're for ammunition.
Good morning, everyone. Let's take a little sip of coffee on this lovely morning. Hope you're having a great day. If you don't mind dropping a like on this video, it helps me out. If you're watching on Twitter or X, a retweet would be grateful. This says, I still can't believe we're doing the feminist bit. Enough already. You need to accept these women, okay? They're beautiful and we need them. We need Karens, we need feminists. We need these people to ruin our lives and make everything that's fun no longer fun. Because if you don't have people in your life to no longer make things fun, how do you even know if you're having fun? It's usually it's an indicator for me. If people are outraged by something, if especially if feminists are outraged by something, I know I'm on the right track. That's kind of my indicator, my indicator. God, stupid. Okay. That's a good joke. Okay. Wow, way to start the morning off, Derek. God, holy crap. Okay, let's get right into it. Let's get into it. Feminists everywhere are pissed off that the Pope is being elected by men. Turns out Catholics care about men. Wow, the last institution we haven't totally taken over. But here's them, and this is not a gender reveal. This is feminists pretending that they can choose the Pope by doing their own smoke. Yesterday, we got the black smoke from the popes. I'm not Catholic. I'm Anglican. Yikes. Sick. I don't know what I am. Well, we got black smoke, but yesterday the feminists tried to do their own smoke with red smoke. And watch this video. This is so funny to me.
A male-only conclave is a celebration of patriarchy. Yes. A Catholic church without women has never existed and never will.
No.
Smoke out sexism.
Smoke out sexism. Smoke.
A woman's place is in the conclave.
A woman's place out sexism.
God calls Catholic women to be deep.
Who is this grandmother? It's the freaking Terminator. She's going to take out those feminists. This is an FBI agent who has been encouraging these groups of women to become more radicalized by the day. Oh, yeah? What do you think about that conclave being all men, huh? Does that make you angry? Does that make you want to kill? This is literally Patriot Front for women. Smoke out sexism. I've been reported that the popes are taking this video very seriously.
A woman's place is in the conclave. Smoke out sexism. God calls Catholic women to be deacons and priests. Smoke out sexism.
Is that a woman right there? Oh my God. Whoa, that's one big woman. Next I'll be coming for your kazoo song. They better not, dude.
We are sending up pink smoke over the Vatican ahead of the start of the conclave later today. We are doing this because we know we've got a little window of time before the cardinals are sequestered inside that Sistine Chapel with no access to their social media and their phones, that they will see.
Those 80-year-old men choosing the next pope have no access to their phones and no way to be radicalized by us feminists outside the conclave. Do you think they care about you? Huh? Let's zoom it in, huh? Let's zoom it in. Do you think they're listening to you? With those beautiful red lips, gorgeous nostrils. I like how they come up a little bit, like a Miss Piggy. I like that. I like that in a feminist. I like my feminist with a British accent. Absolutely not. Anyways, we're listening to them. We support these feminists to continue to be cringe because I need more videos. I'm a content goblin and I'm gonna gobble them. I'm gonna eat them up. I'm gonna come. Surely these people understand how stupid they are. No chance. No chance, Kristen. No chance. What's up, Swill? It's funny to me how non-Catholics care so much about this. I don't care about how you decide who leads your lesbian drum circles. Leave my Pope alone. Well, that's the problem, Death. That's the problem. As a feminist, you have to care about everything. In today's world, you have to have an opinion on everything. You have to have a stance on everything, and you have to care about everything. And people are asking themselves, why do I have so much anxiety in my life? It's right in front of you, I don't know if you caught on to my show at all. There are some stories that I'm like, it's just not, enough people have talked about it. I don't need to say something about it. I don't need to add something about it. And there's too many content creators out there that feel like they have to say something about everything that everybody talks about. Boring. Doesn't people want something different in life? So yesterday, the Pope, Black Smoke, came out saying that they didn't make a decision, thus kicked off the feminists to raise alarms. But this video from CBS talking about what's going on in the conclave right now, and they used the word rawdogging on CBS. What?
No, most of them will tell you that while that's going on, they're sitting reading their breviary. That's a book of prayers that clergy have, or praying a rosary, or doing. The one thing we know they're not doing is checking Instagram because their devices have all been confiscated.
I believe the kids call it rawdogging it if you're going to go through a long period of time with no electronic device.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Well, they're of a certain age.
You know what? I get that the kids in today's world call that raw dogging with no device. But in my world, raw dogging meant not using a condom while having sex. So gross. Gross, dude. Why would you even say that on CBS? I believe the kids are these days are calling not using your phone raw dogging life. Yes, it originally started while not wearing a condom while having sex and chancing it in case you get your girl pregnant. But the kids have taken it to a new meaning of raw dogging life because their life is so in touch with the Matrix that they can't help themselves but to see when they're not using their phones or headphones. It's called raw dogging. And I recommend raw dogging life as much as possible. And I think these feminists raw dog their whole life. Because you know those armpits be hairy.
I'm going to come.
Morning, Kristen. Morning, Swill. Just starting off the morning with a little feminist, a little fembots. And we need them. We need these feminists. Yeah, if you don't mind dropping a like, I say that every 5 seconds because I'm ADD and I have to be reminded myself. Morning, Yakobed. Little coffee break in the morning. Little coffee break. Anybody listen to the new Kanye song? Hola, Disco Bus. Anybody listen to the new Kanye song? Wow. I think I might make a video on the new Kanye song, and I can't tell if I'm going to make a comedy video or something. Okay. But something happened yesterday in Salt Lake City. Again, remind you that you need to be outraged about every city, everywhere, every country, every time. Salt Lake City has just made the LGBTQ flag officially the city flag. Salt Lake City has made the LGBTQ flags officially city flags because they're trying to circumvent the state's ban on flags in government building, on the flag in the government building. So Utah has banned the LGBTQ flag being flown in governmental buildings for good reason, because it's not an American flag, despite as many feminists and their moms try to push this. Oh, we need to have this. You know what? The LGBTQ flag, that flag really represents America more than the American flag itself. Really? If you're going into battle, you're carrying that flag? Do you think people in past wars or past lives will be excited at the fact that their friends and brothers have died for that flag, and then you just decide, I want to push the LGBTQ flag on everybody? So yesterday, Salt Lake City is like, you know what? If you're going to ban the LGBTQ flag, we're going to make it the city flag. I can't believe this is freaking real. What the
I want each and every resident to look up at any flag that flies at City Hall and be reminded that their community values belonging and acceptance, and that their community values every one of them.
Oh, yeah, because the American flag doesn't represent equality and freedom.
Let the Saga Lily send a simple but powerful message.
Yeah, tell us.
Salt Lake City is here for you.
And Salt Lake City is for the gays.
We believe in you, and we love you.
God, it's always a woman, okay? It's always a feminist woman. Not all women, okay? Some, I know a lot of women in my chat that would be equally as like, what are we doing here? But why is it? It's always some feminist white woman that's like, I just want you guys to know. It's like because a lot of them, I don't even know if she's a mom. You don't know that for sure. But she is like taking on her motherly role for the world now that she doesn't have children. And she's thinking, I want everyone to feel accepted and beloved and beautiful. Well, guess what? In the real world, people aren't all accepted and loved. But what are we doing?
Let the Saga Lily send a simple but powerful message.
Yeah.
Salt Lake City is here for you.
Yeah.
We believe in you, and we love you.
Except if you're a white male, which is pretty much everybody in Utah. It's always these major cities too. This says Salt Lake City is the third gayest city in America. Is that true? What are the gayest cities in America? San Francisco, Palm Springs, New York City, Portland, Seattle. But according to Dith, I trust Dith more. The gayest cities in America: San Francisco, Los Angeles, Denver, Portland, Chicago, New Orleans. New Orleans? That junk is gay. Allowing women in government was such a mistake. Yakobet says, so glad I left Utah, staying East Coast forever. I'm thinking about moving to the East Coast too. Mormons put up with this? I don't. Well, I think these are different Mormons. These are Utah, Salt Lake City Mormons. They're a different breed. In Salt Lake City, what would happen if the villages became a city? Is Salt Lake City what would happen if the villages became a city? Yes. Utah has a huge Tonga and Samoan population. Second largest is Hispanic. Yeah, because they're all in gangs. Isn't that the big thing? Is like there's a lot of gang activity in Salt Lake City that no one really talks about. Isn't that what happens? There's like something cringe about that. Okay. This video I've been excited to share with you. Let's take another little quick coffee break. I'm drinking caffeinated coffee, baby. Putting hair on my chest as we speak. Yum. I recommend everybody drink coffee first thing in the morning. Skip the water, skip getting hydrated, and go straight to dehydration. Who needs to be hydrated in the morning when you could be completely dehydrated? Salt Lake City put a loof on that flag. They did kind of put a loof on the flag, didn't they? Look at that thing. What is that? Why would you make that your city flag? It's just the pandering. You know, there are some cities out there right now that are just like, dang it, that could have been our idea. Why? How did they steal that? We were gonna do that. Nope. Salt Lake City beat you to the punch. Add a little roastery chicory to your coffee. It'll change your life. What is roastery? What is roasted chicory? I drink my coffee black. Chicory root. What is it supposed to do? It's like licorice? I'm not a big licorice fan if it's licorice. Ugh. New Orleans pure ground chicory coffee additive to substitute. I buy kind of expensive coffee. So if I feel like I have to add something to my coffee, I'm going to just quit. The gayness is overwhelming. It truly is. It stimulates your brain. Oh, interesting. I like that. I mean, okay, I'll check that out. I like a little brain stimulation early in the morning. Speaking of brain stimulation, Justin Trudeau's son put out a new song, and they reviewed the song together. A beautiful moment between a man and a father and a son is what I meant to say. And it better be sounding a lot like Cuban music, or I'm gonna be pissed. But of course, this woman right here put out this song, and it sounds like every other song ever created with stupid auto-tune. I'm so sick of auto-tune. I can't do the auto-tune music at all. But let's watch this video and listen to this horrible song. Prepare yourself lightly. Unless you're like a Gen Z. If you're like 16, you're gonna think this song is totally lit.
This is the music studio?
This is where we do our magic. This is where we record.
This is where you've been spending, yeah.
This is where I've been spending every single day.
This is where you've been spending every day. I've been trying to figure out where you went, son. Why did you leave me?
Single Friday night, Saturday night.
Justin Trudeau doesn't know where his son is.
No.
This is the third song. This is the one you're excited about.
This is the third song, third music video. So we have 3 music videos so far.
Yeah, I think I missed one of the minutes.
Yeah, you got it. How?
I'm so sick of robot sounding songs. I am too.
It's
so boring.
I don't have social media.
Come on. Who runs your Instagram? You don't run it?
Apparently, I'm not qualified to run it anymore.
Oh, there you go.
You don't even run your own Instagram? That's just the funniest thing to me is all these big content creators, they pay people to run their social media. So when you comment underneath their stuff, they don't even see it. But you do with me.
Handle it.
But should we
do it?
Let's do it? Okay.
Get it.
Let's check out this song.
She wanna talk about making it real. What is your deal? I told you everything.
God, I hate that. I can do it too. I wake up in the morning and drink my coffee. She told me to not. I put a creamer in my coffee. I told me to stop. God, it's so easy to do that stupid riff.
Under the sun, it could be yours, but just for the night. Ain't even save your number in my phone.
Hey, you make Ottawa look cool. Huh? You make Ottawa look cool.
I know.
That's awesome.
That's Ottawa's lit.
Taking the whip so they won't even know. Whenever I pull it, I'm keeping it low. I think I'm overdoing being cold. It's crazy cause I'm not even in my zone yet. I'm somebody that they won't test. Fans growing like they own test.
You know, if they take out auto-tune, he's like, kill me, please. Dude, same. The son is seeking dad's approval. How embarrassing. Aren't we all seeking our father's approval? We all want our daddies.
Is that my hat?
Unless we have daddy issues, and I do. That's why I don't care when my dad tells me he's proud of me.
No.
Looked like my hat.
Wait. That was my favorite part. He looks at it and he goes, is that my hat? Is that my hat? That looked like my hat. Give my hat back, son.
Just being honest. I put diamonds in the cartilage.
Is that my hat?
No.
Looked like my hat.
That looked like my hat. If you don't give back Justin Trudeau's hat, he's going to literally put on blackface right now. That looked like my hat.
Some beer, I'm an artist. Heartless. She wanna tell me I'm toxic. Flawless.
Okay, so here you're wearing your seatbelt, right?
Of course.
You're hanging out the roof, wearing your seatbelt.
Oh, I was harnessed in.
Oh, great. So Justin Trudeau's son is a freaking liar. Put your seatbelt on, young man.
You're harnessed in.
Yeah.
We were, there was a sunroof on the car, and I went out of it, and Duavo was like in the passenger seat.
Duavo.
Sitting out, like half his body was out the window. He was
still strapped in.
Yeah, still strapped in, of course,
Safety
right?
first.
Safety first. He was out the window.
Yeah.
Axis did an awesome, Axis is awesome, did a parody of all modern pop music using the same 4 chords. It's not only just the same 4 chords, it's the same rhythm. Yeah.
Like I'm holding my hat.
Yeah.
Because I'm scared that my hat's gonna fall off.
I'm scared my hat's gonna fall off.
Yeah, okay.
No, that's not your hat.
Yeah, it's his hat.
Yeah, it's great to see the guys.
Duava spent like 30 hours. Like I.
It's great to see the guys. Why are you into these young boys, huh?
Called him 3 days ago, and I'm like, "Hey, what's up, man?" He's like, "Yo, sorry, I'm locked in right now. I can't talk." Boom, hung up the phone. I'm like, "What the hell?" I called Joey. How long did you spend on it?
30 hours.
30 hours.
It's a great video.
It's a great video, and like, you know, I'm super proud.
Yeah.
Joey doing his magic.
Doing the magic.
You already know what he's
Sounds
doing.
great. It's awesome.
If you better back me up. If you wasting time, you better sign me up. Don't put my face on the camera when I'm in the joint, watch it private roll.
Okay, so for that scene, we were blasting.
Sometimes I wonder too. It's like these kids that come from so much wealth, private school, got private security walking around with them because of their father, and then they act so hard. You're not hard. You're not like us. You don't go out in the street and raw dog life. As the kids say. It's the new Justin Bieber. He's too old to be Justin Bieber. He's like, what is he, like 30?
The music in the car, blasting it. And we were going, we decided, okay, let's cruise at 100, because there's one car here and one car there.
You mean let's cruise at the same speed?
Yeah, well, we
Not
decided
too
on,
fast.
No, we decided on 100. It was a highway. It was a highway.
Going 100 miles an hour. If that was my son, I would literally bend him over and spank him on camera. I don't care. I don't care how old you are.
We couldn't hear behind us, but the cars were honking at us because we were in the left lane.
Yeah.
We didn't hear a single thing.
They were trying to pass you.
Yeah, they were trying to pass us.
Because
I felt so bad. We were just jamming into the song.
So here you are being a cool musician and rapper, and you're getting honked at for going too slow in the fast lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of puts things into perspective. Yeah. As a dad, I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. Anyway.
She says, if you better back me up. If you wasting time, you better slap me up.
That was a cool transition. I love that transition.
So we found like a
Of course, Justin Trudeau would love a transition. He is so proud of his son transitioning. When are we gonna wake up? That was a cool transition. Son, it's cool to see you transitioning. I'm a big fan of you transitioning. Would be awesome if Disney signed him and he could be oh my God, Disco. Dude. Jamie Kennedy's skit about being gangster after growing up in Maui. Yeah, he's Malibu. He's Malibu's most wanted.
I just got this apartment.
That's a good call out. This is literally Malibu's most wanted. You don't know what it's like to get caught up. You don't know what it's like to get caught up in traffic. You don't know what it's like to not get an A on your test. People in private school be telling me I need to wear a vest.
We went and we were like, yo, can we film this? And he's like, yeah.
All right.
So I had a vision. I was like, I want like a pool ball turning really quick and then kind of like transitioning into car rims turning.
On God.
Okay. Yeah.
So what Dwava did...
Yeah, he spun it and he reversed it. Yeah. So it stops, you catch it filming.
It was
it's
sick.
like movie magic. But yeah, no, you're not a very good pool player, Zev.
What?
You wouldn't pay any attention to all my teaching.
I'm so good at pool.
Is he a good pool player?
He's better than I am.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not that good.
I beat you at Dante.
Whoa. Does Justin Trudeau have a half-life as a pool hustler? Who are you, Justin? There'll be books written about you. You sick, sick freak. All right, let's go.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But I'm not bad. What do you? You've never taught me.
Okay, let's go back to the song.
Blood on the mission. My team on a different planet. I'm on the way.
But yeah, no, this was sick. Like this.
Take advantage. My team on a different planet. Nice, Nickelback.
Studio. At the end of it, there was a newspaper. The newspaper was on the ground. What we were stepping on was just like newspaper. Ripped up. I felt so bad.
But the newspaper that's in the background there?
Yeah, it fell.
I can't do... Oh, God, I got to stop it right there. I'm stopping it right there. Ew. Yeah, this is my hip-hop song. Ew. Don't ever flick your lip up like that again. What are you trying to rizz up your dad? Dad, like, what is happening? How do you finish this to this?
Had to put the click in a different position, because everybody tried to take us for granted. Take out the bus because I knew they was planning. Had to move to the shadows.
He had to put his click up in a different position because they were being taken advantage of. This is what happens when you are a political pundit, a political man's son. People are going to take advantage of you in life. And Justin Trudeau's son is absolutely sick of that. That dude has probably the worst hairstyle in the world. That's what every kid has today. Every kid has a little hair flip. They look like grandmothers. I don't know if you've ever seen that TikTok video of like grandmothers doing so. I can't watch that video anymore. It's too much. It's too much. I mean, seriously, I could feel like I could rap that right now. I feel like I could literally do that exact song right now. Wait. Justin Trudeau. Justin.
Listen, look. Justin Trudeau, wanna blow, wanna see my hoe, wanna to the toe, wanna bada bow, wanna see my, I wanna go, I'm on a tro, I'm on a glow, I'm on a flow, I'm on a pro, I'm gonna be the one that tells your girl to test at me my hoe. You don't even know my name, I'm a Derek and I'm ashamed, and I even care about my name is a gang. Abba shake, abba two, abba chicken in my do, abba bika did I do, she's a baba did do.
That's a freaking hit right there. That's a freaking hit right there. Dad's a comedy. Derek 10 out of 10. It's too much. It's too much. Stop it. Stop it right now. You actually sound way better. You can flow. Don't even make me right, you know? Don't even. I'm going to tell my friends I'm going to glow. And can't even be a show. I bet you, I bet do. All right. Derek, 100 times better rapper. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's do this cringe video. This video was circulating yesterday, and everybody in the right wing had their own opinion, but I got particularly triggered by one right winger. This is the video.
Go back out, so we finished
It's a
the
wrap.
first episode.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. I need a drink. I need a drink. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. And we gonna eat. We gonna drink. We gonna party. We gonna eat. We gonna drink. And we gonna be back tomorrow.
Meanwhile, in the back, they're like working.
Meanwhile, the white people in the back aren't dancing at all. I like that. Meanwhile, in the back, these people are actually working. You're too old to be doing that, sir. Act like an adult. So are you, Derek. You're old as shit. So people were triggered by this, but I was particularly triggered by Benny Johnson doing this. Benny Johnson came out and said, no wonder nobody watches MSNBC. Really? Huh. Interesting. Because I distinctly remember a video of you and me reacting to it and being completely cringed out exactly the same reason you're cringed out by this video. Now, here we go. This is the video that made me triggered. So you can't call out people for doing these sorts of things if you do literally the same thing. Okay? If you are dancing like that, like I would never call these people out because I might do something silly like this because I'm a silly goose. And here's Benny Johnson doing exactly the same thing at an RNC convention. So don't even come at me. Do I need to say anything? I mean, seriously, do I need to say anything? That was like the worst. That was worse. That made me feel more uncomfortable watching it.
What's going on? Look at this! We got the hype crew in.
Actually, it's different because it's Benny Johnson. This is disgusting. This is cool. I'm in a cult. He's such a goofball, but come on. Don't call people out for dancing. Like, you know, we got to hold these people accountable, okay? The grift is always happening online, you know, and people are just like, you know what would get me clicks? A video of black people dancing from MSNBC and say, no wonder nobody watches MSNBC, you know, a bunch of likes and all that kind of stuff. But don't even, I mean, every time he starts his show, it's like a hip hop song and he's dancing he can't dance. Okay, let's just say that. I'm gonna be honest. You didn't even do the gritty. You didn't do nothing. Junior says Benny Johnson's a little bit too much. I don't get him. He tries way too hard. He does try really hard, doesn't he? He does try really hard. He reminds me of one of my friends from school that it was like he was like memeing, attempting to. It's like some people don't have a personality. Hey. He's got great content though, whatever. He's net positive, whatever. I feel like I have to say that. Because, like, I don't know what it is, but even when I make some videos where I make fun of, like, conservatives, it's like conservatives come out and they just, like, get so triggered. They're just like, oh, how dare you? How dare you say anything negative about our people? Okay, those are our people. I'm like, God, can't we just call out what needs to be called out? Hey, Benny Johnson's hairline has betrayed him. Same. But that's why I wear a hat. Okay, put a hat on. If your hairline, if you're becoming an older man and your hairline is betraying you, put a hat on. Then no one has to see that disgusting thing, you know? No one has to see your disgusting hair or your disgusting hairline. It's already too much for all of us. Even my wife is like, Derek, if you go on the show, put a hat on because no one wants to see that. Like, wow, that's really offensive. You know, that's really offensive. I thought it was beautiful and brave. She said, yeah, but that hairline isn't. What if people thought that that's how my wife really talked to me? Like, you're so ugly. You're disgusting. Put a hat on. She deserves a statue. Yeah, she does. Well, she got a statue yesterday in New York City. We talked about that yesterday. Big fan of that nonchalant, I don't give a crap, apathetic statue in New York City. Thank God that they finally did something to address the real issues of America. Kristen says, please start wearing Tim Pool's beanie, Derek. I can't. I don't understand how Tim Pool wears a beanie everywhere. It's too hot for that. I've done beanies for Tim Pool shows when I talk about Tim Pool, and I have to take off my beanie halfway through. It's too hot. I would be sweat. You would watch my face drip with sweat during a show. That's disgusting. Nobody wants to see that. I don't know how he does that. Like, it's summer. It could be 100 degrees, 80% humidity, and he'll still be wearing a beanie. It's too much, dude. It's too hot. Put a hat on. Just put a hat on. Like, I get you want to cover it up. You have a look, whatever. But put a hat on. Just put a hat on. Just do it. Wear a burqa. Yeah, wear a burqa. That would be nice. Wear a burqa. Okay, we have some more feminists. We have some more feminist propaganda to drop down. This is a very serious, and this is from Canada. The story's from Canada. This is from freaking Canada. All right. A police chief in Canada did a land acknowledgement in the middle of a press conference for a horrible crime. Thank God. Look at her. Gosh, she looks like she's in pain right now. Look at that face. She's like, I know I'm supposed to do a land acknowledgement, but I'm scared. What if I say the names wrong? What if I become canceled by saying the wrong people group? Go ahead.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Sorry. Good afternoon.
It's okay.
I am Corporal Carly McCann.
I am Corporal Carly McCann. I am Corporal Carly McCann. Is this your first press conference? What's happening?
Good afternoon. I am Corporal Carly McCann. Carly McCann. I am Corporal Carly McCann. I am Corporal Carly McCann.
I am Corporal Carly McCann. That sounds like a rap song. I'm Corporal Carly McCann. I can't even be at Stan.
Provincial Public Information Officer for the Nova Scotia RCMP. Thank you all for being here today.
You're welcome.
Bonjour, je suis la caporale Carly McCann, agent d'information
I have no idea
publique
what
pour
you're
la GRC en Nouvelle-Écosse.
Okay.
Merci de votre présence aujourd'hui.
Exactly.
First, I acknowledge that we are in Mi'kma'ki, the traditional and unceded ancestral territory of the Mi'kmaq people. I also recognize that African Nova Scotians are a distinct people whose histories, legacies, and contributions have enriched that part of Mi'kma'ki known as Nova Scotia for over 400 years.
Can you imagine if your son was murdered by somebody? You're going through a horrible time in your life. Your son was just murdered by somebody. The police chief comes out for a press conference about your dead son and does a land acknowledgement as the first thing out of her mouth. I am Corporal Carly McCann. I just want to do the Habakazaka people were really mistreated by the Nova Scotia people. What?
De votre présence aujourd'hui. First, I acknowledge that we are in Mi'kma'ki, the traditional and unceded ancestral territory of the Mi'kmaq people. I also recognize that African Nova Scotians are a distinct people whose histories, legacies, and contributions have enriched that part of Mi'kma'ki known as Nova Scotia for over 400 years.
Canada is not a serious country, and seriously, I don't want to buy Canada. I'm sick. The joke is over, Trump. I don't want these people. I don't want these people. we can vet some of the like conservatives who also find this funny. This is a litmus test. We'll buy Canada as long as you find this video hilarious. If you think this video is something to be taken seriously, then we don't want you in this land. As our own land acknowledgement, I acknowledge that I don't want these sorts of Canadians in my land. She's kind of evil and thoughtless, no heart. She's crazy. Sorry, guys, had a call with my accountant. Yeah, right, Disco. You don't have an accountant. You're just trying to act cool. Yeah, what's his name? Rama? I can't believe land acknowledge. I thought that was I honestly thought land acknowledgements would just go away. I thought there's no way land acknowledge. I thought that was like a step too far in wokeness, you know? But that's when you know you're in a cult. Like, even when your cult goes a one step too far, you continue down the road anyways. You're like, let's not even acknowledge it being the craziest thing ever. Let's just say that it's okay. We all agree that this is okay. And you're like, what? Why? This is an SNL sketch. How thoughtless and cold-hearted. For the victims, I totally agree. That's what I'm saying. It's like, could you imagine if your son was like murdered and then the police chief comes out and does a freaking land acknowledgement? Like, really? Is that really on your mind right now? What the frick? Was your gay friend? Your accountant is my gay friend? How'd you know I have gay friends? How did you freaking know I had gay friends? It's really offensive. All right, now let's top it off. The cherry on the top. Another feminist. This feminist, this WNBA player, Paige Bueckers, accepts an award at a WNBA award ceremony and decides to not just be thankful for getting the award, but decides to shine a light on black women everywhere.
Emotional damage.
With the light that I have now, as a white woman who leads a black-led sport and celebrated here, I want to show a light on black women. They don't get the media coverage that they deserve.
Yeah, we don't talk enough about black women. Look how proud she looks of herself. Yeah, I did it. I did a political speech while accepting an award. I became just like every other sick individual from Hollywood. I'm just more mad that she didn't start off her speech with a land acknowledgement. Let's get that zoom in on that.
So, white woman who leads a black-led sport and celebrated here, I want to show a light.
I love this too. This is like an old school feminist. She's like, what the are you doing? What the Why are you talking about that right now?
On black women, they don't get the media coverage that they deserve. They've given so much to
this face right here. Look at that. I mean, is this her way of attempting to have black friends? This is what happens when you don't have any black friends. You're like pandering to get black friends. You're just like, hey, look, I'm part of your cause. I support you. I did a black square. I'm cool. I'm cool, right? I'm cool. I don't use the N-word. Only in songs with the windows up. Disco says there's no such thing as a black-led sport. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, what sport isn't black-led? Oh, God. Oh, God. Wait, what? There's a mental health crisis nobody's talking about. This woman is an example. Yeah, it's the pandering and it's the guilt. Seriously though, this is what like guilt and shame does to people. They feel like they have to like morph into another being in order to be heard or seen or loved. They have to she hates herself. She hates the fact that she got this award. She hates the fact that people are looking at her, clapping their hands, excited for her to get an award. She hates it. She feels so uncomfortable getting an award while black women should have gotten the award above her. It's so cringy to me. It's so cringy. It's just pandering at the if I was a black woman, I'd be pissed. And I am a black woman. Thank you. As a black woman, I am pissed. I'm pissed. Like, we don't want your pandering. We'll try better next time as a black women peoples. We'll do better. No wonder nobody watches the WNBA. It's a hive mind. Yeah, exactly. Gad said, just wrote a book called Suicidal Empathy. It talks about people like her. Suicidal empathy. Yeah, I see that a lot. I see a lot of people with suicidal empathy. It's constantly disregarding any kind of. Well, there's something. Here's the thing. There's something beautiful about laying your life down for others and putting other people above you. But when it's out of guilt and shame, it's not a good thing. If you're doing it because like you feel good about it, or you're serving somebody, that's totally different. But this is pandering and psychotic and crazy. She thinks she just did her one good deed for the rest of the year. She no longer has to be a good person. She can literally go out and murder people and then go, look, I told everybody that I shouldn't have accepted this award by a black led sport. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. The suicidal empathy, there's toxic empathy where people are empathetic for even the most disgusting acts. And then they feel like they have to be empathetic. It's just the toxic empathy also runs its course when you watch liberals talk about like prisoners or people that have committed horrible crimes, and then they feel like they have to still baby them or mama them because they think that they just weren't loved as a kid. And that might be true, but there's also consequences to your actions. It's ridiculous. Self-defense is honorable, but insisting it from others is destructive. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. But it's part of the cult. She has to say those sort of things. When you're a part of a cult, she knows that if she doesn't say those sort of things, she'll be disbanded. She'll be taken out. She won't be allowed back in spaces. She won't get endorsement deals. The creatures that these people in normal media spaces, the creatures that they become in order to get money and stay famous is really depressing to watch. Because I just feel like none of these people behind closed doors really believe these sorts of things. They just feel like they have to appease their God, their woke God or whatever, their liberal God. They have to kneel and submit and come to the altar with sacrificial language. It's very religious like, and that's what she just did. She just came to the altar and she decided to sacrifice her entire self in order to be seen and heard by her loved ones. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. And she'll be the type of person too that has so much anxiety because she'll be conflicted about this. You can't not be conflicted. Unless you're, a psychopath. And that could be fun too. Hashtag psychopaths. All right, guys, have a great day. I'm going to work. Drop a like on this video if you don't mind. Hope you enjoyed a little longer morning sesh. I've had fun with you guys this morning. Thank you, Disco Jr., Kristen, Swill, God and Country, Yakobed, Dith. Thank you guys for spamming my chat. It means a lot to me that you do that. I know that's not easy. It's a hard work spamming the chat. Thank you guys for being here. I'll see you guys later tonight, okay? Let's have a fun show tonight. Let's have a good time. And remember, if Justin Trudeau's son can do hip hop, so can you. Thanks, Derek. You rock. Kristen, you rock. You freaking rock, dude. Papa Dums. yeah. Thank you, Disco. Disco, thank you again for calling in last night. That was awesome. And I will be eating Papa Dums on stream. Yakobed, you have a good one too. All right, guys. See you later tonight. Be quick to laugh and even quicker to forgive, and you will have lots of friends. Totally agree.